is an advocate for the profession. And early childhood educators need advocates, and they need strong individuals. And Anisha isn't a strong individual. She knows where she is. She knows how she got there. Her experience speaks for itself. Her being able to provide guidance from the beginning, straight through administration, to be able to step out and invite you to have your own business, to even have that thought that an early childhood educator could be an entrepreneur, is an amazing asset. She is a brilliant person. Most of all, she's kind and warm and caring. Like, she's not just a coach, she's a beautiful person. And I think that is something that we need more of, especially in our industry. She guided me through creating goals, setting realistic expectations. Also, she worked on imposter syndrome, and she promoted advocacy for the early childhood educator that's turning into an entrepreneur. She stated how important it was, how vital it was that not only just the classroom was important, but how important it was to advocate for the profession. So we worked on goal setting, where we wanted to be in 2 years, 3 years. She set long-term goals. We also talked about where we would like to be known, or what I would like to be known for in the field, which was really empowering for me because nobody's ever asked me where I wanted to be in the field, and I really liked that. But definitely guidance and the step-by-step through the goal-setting process was phenomenal. She was kind and caring, nurturing, but yet honest and truthful. And those were all values that I appreciated. Always in a professional light, but definitely gave you the real talk or the real experiences that she could share, which is valuable. When you can learn from somebody else's experiences and tailor them to your own experience, it fosters growth and development. What else I liked about working with her is it never felt like coach-client. It more felt like a friendship that was building and growing, and I absolutely loved that. She also saw things in me that I never thought I would see, and she brought that to light through detailed conversations, with being able to have access to her via email, and her communication was flawless. If there was something she didn't know, she always took the time to find out an answer or work through it with you. It was just a great partnership. And to take chances. She definitely from the beginning, she knew that entrepreneurship, and told you that entrepreneurship is a journey that has peaks and valleys, and not to be afraid of those peaks and valleys, to definitely embrace change. And when the imposter syndrome does strike a chord, she gave you tips and strategies to be effective to overcome them. She also let you know that they're never going to go away, but you have to have strategies in place to move further. Also, it was just an awesome experience. It ended way too quickly. There was so much more we could have done and should have done together. And the time with Anisha will never be enough. What you take from Anisha is that she plants the seed for you to keep growing. And I think that's what I loved the most. It will never be enough, Anisha. Like, she just brings light. And when I was done, I was like, oh, my light is done. And then it was no, because I would see a post and then she would re-inspire me, or I would go back through an email or a conversation we had, or a communication we had, or something we shared during our time, and that would just reignite my light. So that was the only thing, is that it will never be enough, but that was a positive thing, because then you look to keep growing, and that's what she gave you. open and honest. And it's like being with a good friend, but that's going to tell you the honest truth. She's going to promote you, and she's going to provide guidance, but all in a professional manner. And I know there, some people would say that coaches have to be tough and they have to. She wasn't tough. I would say she was firm and professional, as in, okay, we need to make these goals a reality. And that's as firm as Anisha got, right? She was just so positive and just so, I'm pushing you a little bit more because I want you to succeed. And it was always her rhetoric. It was never, I'm pushing you because if I don't, nobody else will. It was, I'm pushing you because what I see you can't see yet. And what I see, we're gonna get to. So let's work together and build this bond, and let's push a little bit, even through your uncomfortable situations. So her coaching style was more of that open, friendship, honest, reflective. She wanted you to be growing from her coaching experience. If you are looking for an ideal coach that is going to empower and motivate you to reach your goals as an entrepreneur in a field that struggles, especially with early childhood educators that feel that their classroom is their only option, Anisha is definitely somebody I would recommend. She doesn't discriminate when it comes to where you are at in your professional journey as an early childhood educator. You could be a brand new graduate, you could be a veteran, you could be an administrator. She adapts her coaching to where you're at. And that is what makes her the ideal coach for the profession, because you get what you need when you need it. And that's another thing about Anisha. You might find her at the beginning of your career and say, that's great. And then realize 3 years down the road, you're in admin and want to work with her again because she can offer you something different. And it's all about her being that open coach and having that perspective.